recording.
Except I will say that we both hate pooping in public places. But Nat took that fear to an entirely new level in high school. I'm pissing her off. And if you don't know that story, you should all make it your one and only goal tonight to go ask her to tell it to you. It's amazing, you will regret it. But back to being opposites. Nat is incredibly talented, obviously. As a kid, Mom and Dad put her in all the lessons, art, ballet, piano, I assume voice, I don't know, I stopped paying attention. She's a creative force, so many natural talents. Want to know what lessons I got as a kid? Swimming lessons. Just up to the level where my parents knew that I wouldn't drown in the lake and then they took me. Nat is all passion, a very emotional human being. I have trouble emoting anything ever. My favorite line is about any situation is, I'm over it, and she hates it when I say that. Nat also gets what she wants. She's determined. She's an achiever. When she was a small child, she faked an eye exam just because she wanted glasses. When I was in high school, I had a boyfriend, and she had a major crush on him.
Oh no.
Thankfully, my boyfriend and I were 17 and she was 11. So otherwise, who knows what could happen. Don't worry, she settled for his cousin a few years later. She's just understand early on in her relationship with Daryl was like, I don't really care about the constitution of marriage or anything, and look at him now. Not to mention, Daryl was like, I definitely don't see kids in my future, and that's like, we'll see about that. So, because I'm truly the worst at giving compliments, I'd like to do a quick review of the compliments that I've given Nat in his speech. So she can truly appreciate them. She's insanely hardworking. She threw this whole wedding herself. She's passionate. She loves fiercely and deeply. She's creative, bursting with talent. She's determined, an achiever, and she expects more out of her family than we expect of ourselves. And to Daryl, I've met you only one time before this, so I can't say much, but if you can handle all of Nat, which I've heard you can, you are the guy for the job. I look forward to getting to know you more as a bro. A few weeks ago, my kids and I were talking about the wedding, and my youngest said, who's Nat marrying again? Is his name Grease? Yes it is, Uncle Grease. Don't worry though, you're in good company, and this is not a joke, because a few days before that, I had to explain the difference to her between her Uncle Tom and Uncle Ben. So you're in great company, you're gonna fit right in. I'm honored to be up here today. I wasn't sure I had a shot. I'm definitely the worst sibling of the bunch because I never answer my phone. It has been a pleasure. Cheers to you both. You did it. You did all of this. This wedding is incredible. Blessings on both of you. I'm over it.
But that's like next level. So proud. So good. Yeah, you're like, one chance to it. So good.
Congratulations, Natalie and Daryl. I'm Mel. I'm Nat's younger sister. Growing up, Natalie was, and still is, dramatic and artistic, rebellious and strong-willed. She changed the spelling of her name to end with a Y instead of an IE. She was the only one who ever got grounded when she snuck out to Kingston to party at 15 years old, but somehow swindled her way into still getting a 16th birthday party despite being grounded. She really does get what she wants. One time in high school, she had a few friends over and they were partying in her bedroom, and they allowed me to hang out with them, so that our mom would be less likely to be suspicious about what was really going on. And they could also use me to go get them things they wanted and not have to leave the room. when we were kids, our mom was a bit stingy with the snacks, and if we wanted a cookie, we were only allowed half a cookie. One time, Mom was on the phone, and Matt said to me, "You can get away with anything when Mom's on the phone," and proceeded to eat a whole cookie right in front of us. As we all know, Natalie is an incredibly talented singer and songwriter. Back in the day, if we were ever living in the same city, she would get me to sing with her. When we had an apartment together in Belleville, I got roped into joining the band as backup vocals for its one gig ever at Starbucks. When I lived in Vancouver, there was a couple shows at Café de Soleil, and of course the countless times at home in the living room, forcing me to sing the melody while she found harmonies over and over and over again. It's almost like singing is her passion. I secretly liked it most of the time. Nat is and has always been good with words. She's an artistic lyrical genius and a freestyling queen. She can write a song that cuts to the core of you, Baxter, and gets you right in the feels. She's like a sponge, always soaking in what she's learning from life experiences. And from names like Richard Rohr, John Avery Whitaker, Mary-Kate and Ashley, Pete Holmes, Ron Burgundy, Dr. Emmett Brown and Marty McFly, Tegan and Sarah, Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunn, Tyler Durden, Ferris Bueller, Regina Spektor, all the Hillsong bands, Dewey Cox, Dr. John Hammond, Alan Grant, and Ian Malcolm, David Levinson and President Thomas J. Whitmore, Robbie Hart, Billy Madison and Longfellow Deeds, Michael Scott, Emperor Cusco, Terry Stanford and A.J. Frost, Alanis Morissette, Mrs. Wiles, Dewey Finn, Jason Nesmith and Matt Bizarre, Katie Heron and the Mean Girls, Rob Kimball, Seth Evan and Fogel, Brendan Huff and Dale Doback, Benny the Jet Rodriguez, Dennis Van Welker and Morris Mudd Himmel, Viola Hastings, Michael Bluth, Lindsay Weir and Nick Andopoulos, Michael Flatley, the Buttercream Gang, Peter Bretter, Princess Buttercup and Sweet Wesley, Jesse and Glenn, Kat Strafford and Patrick Verona, Jake and Amir, Tandy Miller, Kristen Cavalier, Amanda Flagler, Jack Dawson, Rose Woodcater, Donna Marie, and of course, Miriam Taves.
What was all that for?
All her favorite people.
Miriam Taves is the author behind the books, which are the inspiration for most of Nat's tattoos. We even have a matching one. Anyways, when she wrings out the extremely saturated sponge that is her heart and soul, beautiful music and poetry spills out. Nat has been through many seasons of life and friends, from high school to YWAM and Bible college, from Starbucks to UGM, from various bands and massage school, and now she's found Daryl. And not only Daryl, but a whole big and beautiful community of people. Our immediate family is spread out across the country and beyond if you count Ben, which of course we do count Ben. It is very good, very nice to know that Nat has found her family here and a husband to go with it. And now Daryl, my new brother Daryl. Everything Nat didn't know she was looking for. I met Daryl for the first time a couple Christmases ago when the whole family was together in Belleville. He made himself right at home, making us breakfast one day and dinner another day. We snuck him into our cousin's wedding reception as he hadn't made the cut to be on the list. He showed us some cool YouTube videos of the Kipnis singing Beautiful Day, Coca-Cola Zero, and Very Good, Very Nice, which all became the soundtrack of that week home. Daryl is so relaxed and funny and comfortable being himself. Even though I don't know him very well, I know that he makes Nat happy and he makes her laugh. And he challenges her and he helps her to come back down to earth when she's gone a little too far into her mind. And of course, the reason we're all here, he wanted to marry her. And she him. And you did it! You're stuck together now! Love really is the strongest adhesive. as a side note, if you're ever in a public bathroom and the toilet doesn't flush, Matt's got some good advice for that. Now, if you'd like to celebrate, join us in celebrating the birth of our Lord. A toast to the union and marriage of Nat and Daryl. I don't have a drink, but Daryl, welcome to the family. And Nat, I know you're not the same guy you were in high school, but you'll always be bad to me.
Cheers.